Started it now. Okay, so good morning to all on the YouTube channel, and here's hoping that you're gonna have a wonderful day. This is Relay from Radio. Stay with us. We've got lots in store for you.
What the youths cannot understand. Well, education.
Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. We supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from here to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live without goals, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. We used to ship plenty nectars all the way down to Trinidad during the revolution. We used to use up all the fruits that we had. When the cocoa, nutmeg and banana was at the highest level, now the youth them don't want to take over from the elders and continue. Oh gosh, why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live without goals, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord, Lord, Lord. All over the world you go, agriculture is number one. Precisely so rich and pure, but the youths cannot understand. Well, all the education you have, man, still can ignore the soil. Everybody want to work in office, and I know the reason why. Yes, man, everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live with a clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. Tell you just now, my brothers.
Good morning again. Good morning, Drumsticks. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Talk to me.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. I'm reading from the Word of God, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters, he restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
Amen. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning. I'm good.
All right. Nice to hear. Nice to know that you're good, darling. Take care of yourself and have a wonderful day.
You too, and have a nice day.
All right. Bye-bye. It's Real FM in the morning. Oh, boy. I have some very disappointing news to share with you. It's really, really disappointing. Yeah. Based on information, things fly all about the damn place. Yeah. I'm picking up that there has been another death, and it seems as if this one is suicidal again. Yeah. All I can tell you is that it seems to be in the south of the island. Some folks are saying to me, the valley. Some folks are saying True Blue. So I'm not really certain as to exactly where. But yes, there has been another death. It seems it's point towards suicide. In the south of, I can say that it is in the south of the island. So it can be Grand Anse, Montrouge, Lansapine, True Blue, West Hall area. That generally that area down there. I can't pinpoint to you exactly which village it is at this particular point in time. But just to let you know that based on some information, you pick up things on the ground. The police apparently were called to a particular home down in the south of the island. So, just so you know, it is so sad. It is so sad. Yeah. I'm sort of a loss for words in terms of speaking to this. All right, we had one last week, and what seems to be a young lady taking her life. That seems to be. I have not seen. I'm not saying that they didn't put out, but I've not seen any official police report saying that, hey, this is what the situation is. I don't know if done all the investigation already as yet. So I cannot say it is suicidal, meaning the death last week. All can say there was a death. Don't know of anybody being charged for it. And this, again, another death. This is really, really sad. Yeah, really, really sad. Let me just say, let me say this. Let me say this. You people have to know, understand, and learn that evil walks and roams this earth, yeah? And I've heard people say that their mother come to them in sleep and their father come to them in sleep, and they feel they're being guided by their father and mother and whatever. And I say to you, when you are dead, when a person is dead, that's it based on your belief, once a person is dead, that's it until resurrection morning or whatever, yeah? That's it until then, whether resurrection morning, evening, or night, whatever, midday. But when a person is dead, that's it until then. However, if you continue to call that person, and all your thoughts are based on that person, and your utterances that person, and you'd want to see that person again, and all sort of things like that. Remember, I just said to you, evil walks and roams this earth, right? And evil listens to what you want. So that what evil can do is manifest itself. If you're talking about, well, I want to see my brother. Oh, God, I want to see my brother again. I wish I could see my brother. You're going to do that. I want to see my brother. Evil is listening to you. And evil can manifest itself in so many different ways, including the shape and form of your brother. And you swear to God that you saw your brother, and your brother appeared to you, and your brother told you this, and your brother told you that, and he told you the other. That's evil. Seeking to control who? Me? Not me, you. So remember, when the 20,000 lights were lit at the Tempe playing field, you feel evil in here. You feel evil in here. When you call down, you call down, or you call up, or you call across Morris Bishop, you figure evil in here. No evil manifests itself in Morris Bishop, and he's roaming Grenada. We paying for it. Me? I know pastor. No. I not Stanford Simon. I not the Catholic priest, and I not
The number one.
what's the gentleman name?
Number one.
Dave King. I not no, sir. It's Andre. But what I just told you is facts.
Zone agriculture. I'm talking to the youths of this nation. And those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from the to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer.
Continuing to mosey along in the morning time, and we've got one of our really, really great friends down at the Morris Bishop International Airport online. With me this morning is none other than Trisha Miller. Good morning, Trish.
Good morning to you, and good morning to you listeners of Real FM. It's a fair but hazy morning here at the airport. Winds are from the east to southeast at 16 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 1012.4 millibars, which is below the mean, but it's rising. Present temperature 28.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 79%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 32.4 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 26.5 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 1.9 millimeters of rainfall were recorded here at the MBIA. This brings the total for the month so far to 65.4 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and hazy, with light to moderate afternoon and nighttime showers. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 31.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate, waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory remains in effect. Tides will be high around midday and low about 6 p.m. Sunset this evening at 6:37. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:50. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and hazy, with light to moderate afternoon and nighttime showers. From the Met Office, Trisha Miller.
Thank you, Trish. Have a wonderful day, my dear.
Thank you. Same
Great.
to you.
Bye-bye. Trisha Miller, thank you so very much, my dear. And, of course, a special morning to yourself and all the other workers at the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. I got good things to you this morning. Yeah, I got some good things to you this morning. You better believe that. Oh boy, what's happening to this thing then? Okay, right, good. Well, you had Trisha Miller, and I'm going to have an interview in a short while, in a couple of, maybe in about a minute or so. I'll be speaking to one of Grenada's favorite young ladies. Yeah, she is a favorite. She's steadily becoming one of the biggest household names in Grenada. Ivor Holas, good morning to Christine Hartley and Faith Lynn Harley Douglas. Good morning to you. Jerome Lewis, how you doing? Claude Abraham. Anne-Marie Celestine, good morning, my darling. How are you? Well, I'm fine. Mr. Maxine Belfont, Theresa Joseph, what's popping on your side of the fence? And Barbara Henry. Also, good morning to Shirley Skerritt. Yeah, Shirley, how is Pearl Charles doing? Baby daddy, yeah, hulk up the likes. Come on. We got to get we want to get to the 50 likes before 7:45. It is now 7:32. We have to get to the 50 likes before 7:45. I know we can do that. Deborah Laborde, have you hit that like button yet? I don't think so. Errol Bonaparte, top of the morning to you. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. Just reminding you that this program on Thursday mornings comes to you the compliments of Gittins Home and Garden Supplies and Antoine de Beauregard Industries. Stay with us.
Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. We supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
How we live? Hybrid life, living in it charge phone bill. That's with the contract is a sure thing. How with the new floor plan name? Hybrid. If you don't know about it, then they better slide in. How we live? Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. What you feeling? Hybrid life. We're living on the hybrid life. Jump in on it. Hybrid life. Living on the hybrid life. What you feeling? Hybrid life. We're living on the hybrid life.
With Flow's new hybrid plan, postpaid and prepaid come together as one, with no overages, no contract, no deposit, and no catch.
Hybrid.
Bundle up now and get 15 gigabytes of data and 2,000 anywhere minutes for only $50 per month, plus a discounted smartphone.
You see the new phone plan that Flow made? You could turn postpaid to prepaid.
Renbec Community Partnership Initiative.
The classrooms that were refurbished as a result of this project really were not conducive to installing ICT into the classroom. Many of the windows were not functional. The security to the actual rooms themselves were insufficient. At the Maribor campus, the roof was also termite infested. The college is extremely appreciative.
Hungry, anyone? You heard about it, and it's finally here. Velma's Restaurant and Bar, located High Street Satyrs in St. Patrick. They're open from 6 a.m. until midnight. Breakfast is available from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. On the menu is roast bake, sawfish, and many, many mouth-watering items. Lunch is a close second, with items that can be grilled to your satisfaction. We have steamed fish and other seafoods too. For the health-conscious ones, we provide vegan and vegetarian dishes. Looking for something that will hit the spot? From 5 p.m. until close, come and enjoy our burgers and fries. At Velma's, we cater and host parties. We have an on-site bakery where you can place your orders for fruitcakes and other pastries. We also have local juices. Listen to Real FM for your daily menu to place your order in advance. Call us at 419-5622. That number again, 419-5622. Velma's Restaurant and Bar. Come eat lunch with us.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. Remember I said to you earlier on that I'll be speaking to a young lady who, in St. Andrew, she's already a household name and fast becoming one of the household names throughout the state of Grenada, which of course includes Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Who am I speaking about? None other than my dear friend, Honorable Kate Lewis. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning, Andre, and let me also say a special good morning to all your viewers and listeners across your various platforms. It is indeed a pleasure to join you this morning.
Yeah, well, I love the fact that you can spare a couple of moments of your time for moi.
Yes.
I know.
And that is no problem. It is, indeed important to be communicating with our people. So I'm happy for the opportunity.
Okay. Kate, I know that you're involved in so many different things, and one continues to hear you're involved in this and that and everything, and different things everywhere. However, starting yesterday, you guys had today I think is going to be is the second day you guys started a workshop for young people yesterday at the National Stadium. When I say you guys, I mean you and the rest of the family of the new National Party. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, from the new National Party's youth arm. We actually completed yesterday our 2-day student empowerment symposium. So we actually started day 1, Tuesday the 11th, at the arena in St. Patrick, catering for students from the area of St. Andrew and also St. Patrick. And yesterday, we completed with the students from St. George, St. Mark, St. David, St. John's. So it was a 2-day student empowerment symposium that was successfully completed.
Okay, now, what was that all? I mean, explain to us what took place over the 2 days for the children.
So let me first of all say that the new National Party has always been committed to youth development through a series of youth engagement programs and projects, activities, and so forth. So yesterday and the day before, that's Tuesday and Wednesday, we thought it was necessary to give our students, as they start their summer vacation, that empowerment session so that they can make critical decisions, critical thinking. They can have critical thinking skills and make sound decisions as they start their vacation and also throughout their life. It is very important, especially in these challenging times where we see mental health is a big issue, youth violence is a big issue. So we thought it was important to play our part and to ensure that our students are fully empowered to make sound decisions in this time. So over the 2 days, we had featured speakers, Speaker Dr. Augustine Pancho, a clinical psychologist, who really gave the students, some key features that they need in order to be successful in life, some key components or attributes that they must follow in order to be successful in life. So he was able to speak to them about being obedient, being persistent, being pleasant, being a servant. And, he was able to use it in terms of being an ant and the different ants that is very important to be. And, what was funny when he asked them, have you ever heard about an ant? What type of ant you know about? And they would say like wood ants and black ants, But he was telling them that the key features or attributes of being a successful person, you have to be pleasant, be obedient, and diligent and so forth. And that was very important for them. Then we had Honorable Emmeline Payne, Member of Parliament for St. Andrews Southeast, who over the 2 days spoke to them about being emotionally intelligent. And emotional intelligence is so important because sometimes we feel a particular way about situations or circumstances and we want to act upon it. But first of all, before you act, before you react quickly, it is important to think before you make a decision. So you would always make a decision that is productive, that is positive, and that is safe. I'm going into full details about being an emotional, intelligent person. And the final guest speaker was Pastor Lambert Paul, who dealt with them on spirituality and how it is important to have God's presence in the life because certain activities and actions they would be involved in, if they call on God, they would be able. Again, it goes back to making important decisions that are sound and that will benefit them for life, for life and especially during the summer vacation where they would be distracted by technology, distracted by all the festive activities and they will have situations where they would be called upon to make important life decisions. So that's what we really did over the 2 days. We did have people coming in, important people, I would say, from the New National Party come in and give words of encouragement. Of course, we had political leader and opposition leader, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, who came in and, give them words of motivation and inspiration about their life and, decisions, again, how they can make important and successful decisions for their life. Brother Nimrod Oliver was also there. His nephew, who is visiting from the U.S. as well, gave them some important inspiration about life and the challenges that they will face. But once they have a dream, they should not give up, having the right mindset. So it was a full 2 days of engaging our students in critical thinking skills.
Kate, what did you get from the children when they completed day 1 and then the others when they completed day 2? What was the feel that you got from the children?
And that is a very important question because one of the things we did when they came in and before we started the session, we asked them questions. How do you feel now? Were you motivated to attend this session? Did somebody force you? Did somebody push you? Or what do you expect to learn? So we questioned them, to assess what the impact of the sessions. And at the end of it all, the feedback was so different from when we started. So I remember this young man who said he was forced to be there and he wanted to go home and play and so forth. And at the end, he was asking if we're finished. And we said, yes, now it's time to go home. And he was enjoying it so much that he was not ready to go back home as how we started. So, and then when they said they feel empowered, they feel that, they're in a better place to make important decisions. And, when Pastor asked them to pray and it was just a moment of, positivity for them, seeing that they came in 2 days not knowing what to expect, and they left feeling fully empowered. We know that we are playing our part in youth development, and we are very happy that we implemented this 2 days symposium, and I know we are planning for Karaku. Karaku will not be left out, so we want to let students on the system know we are coming their way.
Do you have any idea when you're going to be in Karaku?
Well, we are discussing with Mr. Senator Nolan Cox. He just came back on island, so we can try to do it as early as next week or immediately after the festive season.
And you're expecting the same team yourself, Mr. Panchu, Dr. Panchu, sorry, and Mrs. Emlyn Peer to go after that?
And Pastor Lambert.
Pastor Lambert.
Because yes, but we will also have someone from Karaku who they can relate to being featured as well.
Finally, on that topic, what motivated you, Kate, to have something like this?
Well, first of all, I have been passionate about youth and youth development. It started way back as a teacher, not just teaching students, but being involved in the Junior Achievement Program, ensuring that young people, they can, be fully impacted positively as they face life and understanding the challenges that they would have to encounter. And of course, as a former minister for youth, we understand that, we have a responsibility to the young people, because if we want a future that we can be proud of, we have to ensure that we prepare the students today, prepare the young people today, so we can enjoy that future that we want to see. We have to be the change that we want to be. We want to see. And what is also important here is that even in opposition, we do not have to renege on our responsibility, giving students the opportunity or giving young people the opportunity to be empowered. Plus, we have seen the upsurge in crime activities at this time. We have heard about the students, everybody getting that opportunity now to enter secondary school, which is not a bad decision. However, with a system that is not yet prepared for it, we have to play our part to ensure that we can contribute towards nation building. So I have always been passionate about young people, been passionate about their development. And as a result, I just pulled the members of the youth arm together and say, this is what we have to do. It's summer vacation. We know the students will be engaged. They will be tempted. They will be distracted. And we have to play our part in ensuring that they make sound decisions at this time.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for all the information you gave us on that. But I cannot let you go without trying to find out for just a minute, Kate. How's your constituency going? Because you can't go on the radio and not talk about your constituency a bit. How are things going? How are your people going? They're interacting with you, and what's happening there?
So, of course, let me say a special good morning to all of the constituents of St. Andrew Northeast. And Andre, it is difficult times. It is difficult times for most of our constituents, communicating with them on a daily basis. From a party's perspective, we have been meeting and reorganizing the PD groups and, the youth groups and so on. When you speak to the constituents, it is not, it is not good, because most of them have lost jobs. It is difficult. Those who are doing their small businesses, doing the little hustle, as they say, money is not flowing as it should. It is not circulating. So it is basically difficult times for them. When you look at it from the national perspective, we have not benefited from any major program or major project within the constituency over the past year. So it is difficult times, but, we encourage them that, they should not give up hope. They should hold strong. Let us stand together. Let us work together. And at the end of it all, we're going to do what's supposed to be done. But it is not easy times for our constituents at this time.
All right. What can you tell us about the project, the Simone Cultural Center? What can you tell us about that? Is there any updates on that?
I have not had major recent updates. The last thing I heard that they are planning to start back. I'm not sure if they did. We know that the project was put on hold for several months, again affecting the people within the vicinity of Simon Paradise who were benefiting directly from it, and the people who were employed there. But in communication with the contractor that is Kenny Strucking, he said they stopped. No major changes were made to the design as they indicated. They had to make some changes to the design. He said they gave it back to him. No major changes, but they were supposed to start sometime soon. I'm not sure if the work was started, but that's what I heard. It's a project that we are passionate about, that is long awaited. We understand the benefits of the Simon Cultural Center, not only to the people of the vicinity Simon Paradise, but to the parish and Grenada as a whole. The activities, the entertainment activities that would usually take place there, provide a livelihood to the people in the area, and of course boosting our cultural policy and so forth is very important. So again, I really hope that it has started, and there will not be any major hiccups again, because it's a very important project. It has been long awaited, and we did all what was necessary to have that project ongoing, so there was no need to stop it. However, it's a change of government, their prerogative, they do what they have to do, but we call on them to ensure that they complete this project in due time.
Finally, the bridge.
Oh, yes. So we know the history of the Simon Boat Bridge. And, because we use boat on that bridge, there will be wear and tear. And we have indicated that, because I remember clearly in 2020, we did a complete renovation of that bridge. And remember, that bridge did not cater for the heavy vehicles that would pass on it at this time, and the amount of vehicles. So there will be need for regular maintenance, regular renovation, and so forth. And unless we do something long term that may require changing from the board to concrete, then we understand that it has to be regularly renovated and so. And for 3 months gone, we have not seen anything. All we heard, the bridge was closed, and people were affected seriously in that area. We had petitions from the group in that area, the people who lives in that area, the businessmen, including those who own supermarkets, who own daycare centers, the bus drivers. It was just a challenge for them, and they started complaining. And of course, being their voice in Parliament, I raised the issue and so forth. Just about 2-3 weeks ago, I heard that it was started. When you look at pictures of what was done, basically next to nothing. Yesterday on Facebook, I saw somebody posted that today they will be taking pics to show what they're talking about, because what he has seen, and he lives right there, is 2 inexperienced people just looking like they're doing work there, but no major work is taking place there at this time. However, the authorities have indicated that they have started. But I invite people to go there for themselves and to see, so they can decide on what is happening there. But I can tell you, we call on them to do better and to get that bridge up and running so the people can benefit from it.
Well, I did say that was your last question, and it is indeed your last question. I now give you back to your husband and your child.
Thank you very much. And, let me thank you very much, Andre, for giving me that opportunity to be on your program this morning. Sometimes things get so hectic that we do not always get a chance to come by or to call on. So I was happy for that opportunity to speak to our people this morning and let them know that tough times, but what we know, tough times never last, but tough people do. So let us keep hope alive. Let us remain strong in God, and let us stand together and work together so that we can all benefit from being Grenadian citizens. Thank you very much, Audrey.
All right, sister, take care of yourself. Great. Bye-bye.
All right. Well.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world.
Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. We supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Carrico is the place to be, August 4th to the 7th, for the 50th year of the Carrico Regatta Festival. The Carrico Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme, Timeless Culture on the Sea. Come join us for 4 days of exciting and competitive boat racing from Friday to Monday. Fun games, day and night parties, road marathon, Miss Teen Regatta, night boat cruises, the foreign artist show, donkey race, and greasy pole are some of the activities to look forward to. For more info, contact the Regatta Jumper on 473-443-7930. The Carrico Regatta Festival 2023, August 4th to the 7th. Sail by day, party by night. Carrico welcomes you.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Somebody say, we money up, we jumping up, we money up. Oh, na, na, na.
Well, what do you know? The NLA is giving you an additional chance at winning in its Crazy Cash Second Chance Parish Giveaway. Yes! Starting June 10th, enter your non-winning Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway tickets valued at $12 or more in a single purchase for a chance to win over $25,000 in cash. Be sure to write your name, address, and contact info on your entries before dropping them in the NLA branded box at your favorite authorized agent. Draws will be conducted every Friday starting June 23rd to July 21st, 2023 for every parish and aired on GB ABN TV at 8 p.m. That's a total of 105 draws of $250 each. Promotion ends July 14th, 2023. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 31st, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true.
TV just got smarter. Introducing Hub TV from Flow. Enter the new era of entertainment with a voice-activated remote. No need to remember your favorite channels. Just say it, and see it. That is, if you could pick something. Because now you get live video on demand plus all your streaming services together in one wireless box. It's time to experience entertainment the smart way. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more info.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed.
Oasis Pet and Garden, located in Westerhall, St. David's, has supplies for all your pets, fish, cats, dogs, and bird supplies, including bird food, cages, shampoos, soaps, and much more. Also available are agricultural products such as rat poisons, fertilizers, garden sprinklers, insecticides, and vegetable seeds. Wholesale prices available on selected items. Open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thinking about your pet or garden? Give us a call. Contact 403-7379 or 437-3532. Email oasisgrenada1@gmail.com. Oasis Pet and Garden, a home for farmers.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on, people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, inset screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one. Yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from here to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live without clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. We used to ship ventilators all the way down to Trinidad during the revolution. We used to use up all the fruit that we had. When the cocoa, nutmeg and banana was at the highest level, now they use them.
Now I did say let's get to like the 50 likes. Wow. It's like y'all just ignore me. I really like that. You know, Barbara Henry saying thanks to not Minister Kate Barber. She's Parliamentary Representative Kate Lewis Peters. Yeah, she's not a minister. We got somebody online though who wants to speak to us. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Andre Donald.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to say good morning to the nation. Nice hearing the ex-minister's voice. She gave a nice piece of display of herself there. But she said something that which have me a little bit puzzled. Because the minister, present minister of sports, said that the project in Simon was not properly done and they had was to redo the plan and whatnot. And here we hear that, I think I heard you, she said that the contractor said very little changes was made. You know, so that have me a little bit tight because
We're gonna discuss that. We're gonna discuss that. The fact that she said that, and I respect the fact that she said that here, but I prefer us deal with agriculture now because I don't want to detract. Tomorrow morning, God's will, I'm certain your brethren is going to pick up that. I'm going to make sure that he does. Yeah?
Well, okay, well, I'm
right.
Once I'm alive, I'll listen.
Right, yeah. I'll make sure that Carl picks up on that for you tomorrow, please,
right.
God.
Okay.
Right. So what's happening otherwise?
Otherwise, I want to hear what your program is on the agriculture. No, and then I'll
The guy is here. The guy is here.
Right. Let me hear.
So ask him. He listening to you. Ask him. He's here.
Well, which one of them?
Which one you feel?
Mr. BJ?
Well, I don't know. Ask the guy.
Well,
Morning, Clifford. How are you?
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. Happy to hear you as always.
Right. I'm there. I am not. I heard a lot of talk from the Minister of Agriculture, the junior minister, that we was getting somewhere, but I've not seen anything as boots on ground. Normally in June, we normally have planned with distribution opening. We ain't hear nothing. June is gone. July is here, and we ain't hear nothing. The project was supposed to start with the farm labor support. They give it a next name. We ain't hear anything again. So I don't know if you hear from your point, because I mean, as I said before, that the program that the minister showed us on paper was very good, but in effect, I have not seen it working. Can you help me? Thank you.
All right, so you got it from Clifford first, BJ. What have you
Well, I'm in the same position like Clifford. I'm only hearing stuff, but I don't really see it happening.
It's July, and I somewhere I did hear that the Minister of Agriculture stating that something will be rolling out in July as it relates to young people. Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard.
So I guess
we spoke to that only a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Andre, rolling out is one thing, launching is another thing. Somebody can just roll out something, it's just an idea. When you launch it normally, then things start rolling out. This hasn't been launched yet.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just sort of a disturbed BJ when it comes to. I'm hearing quite a lot of things. You hear this is happening or you hear that is happening. or you hear this is taking place, and hey, and you see there's nothing.
Andrew, that's when you're functioning without a plan. You're reacting. You're trying to fix as you're going along. You cannot really develop in a sustainable way in that manner. You have to have a plan. You have to know where you're going. And something like what they are now talking about, that should be within the general plan. So you know that comes 2024, XYZ will be taking place. This is the thing we'll be focusing on. So you have a plan. And it can be a 5-year plan. It can be a 10-year plan. So you have something working with. You have a tool. Not like you get some money or somebody give you some grant and all of a sudden you're trying to find things to do with that grant. No. Even before you're asking for the grant, you should know what you're doing with it before you get it. It's like somebody give you some money and you put on your clothes and you go wrong tongue and you're looking for things to buy. You're going to end up buying the wrong things.
Because I know I did hear, and I'm trying to figure out where, but I did hear the Minister of Agriculture say that we're moving away. Words to the effect that we're moving away from the whole agriculture with hands getting dirty and stuff like that, and we're moving to a new kind of agriculture which the young people would admire and they would love. I'm sure I heard him say that somewhere.
And I think that's attractive. And I think that sounds good politically. How you're doing it's a different thing.
It's just frustrating.
Andre, we have qualified people here and we have the resources, you know. The will and the organization isn't there. It requires energy to change. I'm not sure if those people have the energies to do it.
Good morning to Mr. Andel at Cardi. I know he has a lot of things that he wants to do and would love to do, BJ. And I'm not sure if he has all the resources, but I know he has some resources. And he did have he was doing something with coconuts, right? They visited you?
I'm part of the project.
You tell us
Actually
what's up with that.
Coconuts under that project. I planted about 3 acres. Need to pick up some more plants from Cadi very soon to expand. However, the manner in which you go about doing that project, I don't think it's not tasteful.
Why do you say that?
Because coconut is a long-term crop, so to speak. It takes a while to bear, to produce nuts. Like, because they're using the local material, it takes between 4 and 6 years to seriously bear. Mm-hmm. You may get coconuts before that, but it's not really profitable, not economical. Mm-hmm. There is no help with regard to how you go about establishing those plants. You have to do it on your own. In some cases, you even have to buy the planting material. All they're doing is to provide technical support in terms like extension services. Well, Andrew, anybody can do that. You can go online and watch how to plant coconut and read up about it. You don't really need what they are providing. What you need is tangible support. You need to help with the land clearing, those kind of things, because you have to wait on the coconut when you plant it, you know. You have to wait quite a few years.
And they're going to be, during that period, you have to continue clearing.
Yes.
And you have to pay people to clear.
Yeah. And when you invest those money, that's long-term investment. And in the meantime, what do you do? How do you survive? There should be some support mechanism. And I'm surprised that the intelligent people in the Caribbean come up with that plan. It's not just Cardi Grenada, you know. There are other institutions that involve in the whole, planning and execution of that project. And sometimes they call and they make visit to Grenada and they come about wandering like little rabbits, you know, Andre, pushing themselves in every little hole to see 2-3 little coconut trees growing. I'm like mad people. And if you're doing those things, you need to do them. You need to take an estate, 400 acres, and you plant 400 acres of coconut. And you seriously invest in that. That's the way we need to go. This scratchy and 3 little acres here, folic thing on the corner. Yes, that will augment what you set out to do. But that's not the way you truly develop.
Can you intercrop coconuts with
Yes,
anything?
you could.
With what? What do
You could interplant, because coconut takes a while long to produce and the distance at which you're planting it. You could interplant with watermelon, those kind of things, peas, anything, almost because you have white space in between.
Okay. So monies can be made,
Yes.
but then the planning has to go into the
Remember
whole thing.
sacrificing land.
Because of the sacrifice,
Yeah.
You're sacrificing a lot of land because you're talking about
Exactly.
what? 20 feet apart
20
or more?
feet apart, and as the coconut grows up, this space get less. Every year the space get becoming smaller and smaller. And the root system of the coconut also.
Do we have the planting material available on island where these nut trees don't grow that tall?
Yes, there are dwarves, Andre, and they cannot get enough planting material locally. And they're not even sure if the second generation, like the coconut that you take from those short trees, they're not sure what you will be getting. So they're reluctant to even give people. I was trying to get some to experiment and they put me on hold for that. There are coconuts that bear nuts in 18 months.
Okay.
Which is a big difference from those that produce in 5-6 years.
5-6 years, yeah, of course.
So I don't see why we cannot get the planting material from abroad and charge people for it.
Yeah. If it's going to give you in 18 months, then you could say,
you don't mind paying $20 more per plant, $30 more per plant, because given the time span, but you're still reluctant to do that. Somebody from the ministry, was it Try? Augustine wanted to bring in some from Central America, and we were willing to contribute, and as part, like the government put up part, we put up part, so we can get it in. 3 years now we're speaking about that, and nothing seems to be happening.
I get the feeling that sometimes there are persons within the system who are reluctant for new things to happen. Is that correct?
It's quite possible, or sometimes the red tape, the bureaucracy, those kind of things. Wasting time.
Yeah,
Andre, we didn't bring it in just for ourselves, We were just assisting. Hang on. This is what we need. Other farmers need. You want to bring in some, maybe it doesn't have all the resources. We can put in part of the resources and bring it in so we get, other people get. And, we have an industry going. We're reluctant, Andre. I don't know why.
I'm asking you why.
And surprisingly, after 3 years, the government, I wouldn't say the government, we were talking about that manner, in which to bring in plants. And was it last year or only this year? Mr. Augustine said, BJ, we're having a coconut forum coming up, and we wouldn't mind taking those people to your farm. We want to use your farm as a showpiece. The point I'm making, Andre.
That was this year.
This year, just a few months ago.
Yeah, months or weeks ago, yeah.
While I am feeling ashamed that for people from the Caribbean to come and see me 2-3 little acres of coconut, the man and them glad that they have a place to bring people to make their foolishness. Andre, we should have 300 acres of coconut planted up.
But
this is the
do
way.
We have? Is it a situation here, BJ, that we have the space and we have the acreage to do it, but because of our quote-unquote bad planning, the farmer doesn't want to do it? Is that the situation, or we just don't have the space at all?
We have the space.
Okay, so what's the hang-up?
The wheel.
But the wheel by whom? Farmer?
Possible from both sides.
Yeah, because if you're not supporting me, you can't expect me to do something, take my land and put it into coconuts and sit down there and scratch my head for 5 years. I may die.
100 people not asking for a handout. I'm not saying that, you should be giving people things for free just like that. The point I'm making, there are certain projects when you have your development plan in execution with regard to agriculture that you will have to subsidize. You have no two ways about it. Government do it everywhere, every part of the world.
Subsidize until such time.
Until such time.
We've got a caller. Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Andre. Mr. BJ. We were told by the ministry that one of the emphasis this year would be on cocoa and nutmeg. Then we should know in every parish what are the acreage you're looking for in cocoa? What are the acreage you're looking for in nutmegs? Where those farms are situated. For instance, the government have Bellevue farm in St. Andrews, and it is said that the person that they listed as estate for was not doing very well there. Mr. Michael Church, who was supposed to be the manager there, I understand have left there. You have Granby Estate, which the government said was one of the best productive estates. They said that is one of the estates that they would go plant wheat on. They send home the workers. They had about 30 workers there. I understand it's about 4 that is there now. So if you don't give us this projection in advance, so we know in St. Andrews, 3 estates or 3 farms that have acreage over 20 acres, over 50 acres, would be rehabilitated. 5 farms in St. John that have lands over 50 acres will be rehabilitated. If you don't give us this kind of projective, and you're waiting at the small man with half an acre of cocoa, acre of banana, acre of anything, we are not going to make any significant impact in agriculture. And BJ knows that very well because he has been on big farms before, so he knows. If you cannot tell us where we can plant 10 acres of banana and find market for it, then it doesn't make sense telling us about planting bananas. Just doesn't make sense. The government did it already. Recently, they had given banana plants to farmers. So many farmers catching hell no to sell banana, and people are looking for bananas now. So we have to have a projection of where we're going, who are the farmers you're capturing. That's why I said that when the minister said to us about when he rolled out his plans for agriculture, I felt happy because I said on paper it's looking good, but projection we can't see anything. We don't see anything. This morning a woman called on our next radio station and said that she don't see the people that work in the farms, farm labor, and the bush growing. But you know, the government must not make it believe that okay, we could just go, our government will just send people on a farm to work. You have to project farmers that you can get an initiative from to move. If every farmer sit back there and says, well, okay, I want to get in the farm labor to get my land work, that is not going to project better agriculture. You have to pinpoint farmers and work with these farmers. Unless we do that, and we know that when we had bananas, we had the big estate shipping bananas, 1 or 2 small people used to ship bananas, they used to team up to ship the bananas. But you had the Douglaston and the Granby estate and the Maryborough estate and so on. These are the big estates that was shipping bananas. But you would have 1 or 2 private person team up. You have 5 bunches, like Mr. Norris Marshall in Clogier. Used to buy bananas from other farmers and ship it at one. So come on, we have to project the way forward.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good. It's 91.9. BJ, I got to read something for you. And it says here, hi, everyone. Just a reminder that farmers can participate in the joint conference of the Caribbean Agricultural Extension Providers Network and the 56th annual meeting of the Caribbean Food Crop Society today, July the 13th. Presenters for the session today, poultry, let's not get into the names, but there'll be a presentation on poultry, vegetables, small ruminants, fisheries, Caracou farmers, Petimotnik farmers, diversified operations, young farmers, and CMOS. All right, the session will conclude today, I'm assuming, yeah. Today, the session will conclude with an address by the Prime Minister, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell. What is interesting here for me, what stood out here for me, BJ, is that there's a cost of $50. Are you aware of this?
No.
But how are you not aware of this? You're a farmer.
Andre, I'm not included in those kind of things. People don't inform me about those for one reason or another. Didn't I tell you everybody plays politics with everything in Grenada? You have certain things that I keep wondering.
You remember I get you fired from the nutmeg board?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I did get you fired, right?
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it does, right.
Andre, let me tell you something. I notice in our country, we seems to be saying the same thing over and over.
And over again.
And while you were speaking, I was just thinking about probably it's a Caribbean problem. I mean, you have things like CARICOM, and we have CARICOM Day, and yet still when you go in some countries, they treat you like you're an alien within the Caribbean. How long you staying here? Where you going? Blah, blah, blah. You know, those kind of things. But we're thinking about, unity. We're talking about, getting together and working as one. We will not shut down what we should be doing, The execution is the problem.
That's where our problem is.
We when it comes to, taking our ideas and putting it into practice, this is where the problem is. Everybody don't know how to do ruminant, small ruminant in Grenada. Why you need some presentation on that for? Tell me. Everybody doesn't know how to do red chicken in Grenada.
Yeah.
We understand the husbandry too well. The wheel, we don't have some big infrastructure line all about the place where we can do chickens. You see any chicken growing in them? Because we don't do our work properly, Andre.
You said something there, which is that we continue to go round and do the same thing over and over. Because next year,
they're having the same meeting again.
We're going to have the same meeting
and
again.
And the presenters, we pay them $10,000 that should be going into something else to really develop the sector. And we find ways to have the cameras flashing and to make we show business. And in the meantime, man, I stay hungry. You understand? Everybody on the sit down in front of the computer, they're going to eat it just now.
Okay, there's also something here, BJ, which says that the Award and Banquet Joint Conference of the Caribbean Agricultural Extension Providers, that network and the Caribbean Food Crop Society, well, that is going to go live in a couple of minutes. So that means they're having it, it seems like it's a YouTube thing. But they're charging, what I'm seeing here is that there's a $50 charge to it.
Maybe for the people who are there.
Maybe for the people who are there, but
Yeah.
I'm wondering, why are you charging?
Maybe
If you are so interested in agriculture doing what it is supposed to do, what is the charge of $50 for?
Maybe for the food.
For the food?
Yeah, maybe they're providing a meal for you today and you have to pay for it. So
But all to get the food BG not hard, just have the Prime Minister travel once less, and you have enough money for the food day. Just have him go next week, and then food day, and I for food.
Can't make that sacrifice.
You mean he can't make that sacrifice not to go?
Not to go.
Ah, come on, VG. Come on. He can make that sacrifice.
Andre,
when you make the sacrifice to call up Morris Bishop.
When my mom used to come and look for my dad in Sotes, and on the weekend you say, BJ, you're not going. I'll cry, like, mom gonna cry. You tell him you're not going. But Andre, we have that problem. Nationally, we just speak a lot. We just shatter how to solve problem. Every man know how to correct that problem. But when it comes to actually correcting the problem, you can't find the same man and them. Why do you think we're lagging so much behind? We talk too much.
Yeah. True that.
A man that keepeth his tongue, keepeth his soul. We open our mouth too much and speak what we set out to do. And before we do it, other people doing it.
The number to 442, the number to call 442-0975. Should in case you 0175, sorry. Should in case you have a comment to make. Good morning to your good friend Pat inside us in Vincent and Grenadine. Pat, are you on Union Island today? Don't know. Well, wherever you are, here's hoping that you have a wonderful day. I gotta speak up. There's a lady in Grenville, BJ. Her name is Ann Harvey. And she is between Grenville and Union Island. And on Union Island, she does sea moss farming. And you have all kind of people teaching people how to handle sea moss. I think she did teach a couple of people in Grenville. I must see if I can find her and do an interview with her. In Grenville, she did teach a couple of people a couple of years ago in relation to CMOS farming. She does it on a big scale in Union Island. And I know for a fact that the people who are teaching CMOS farming here, they've never done it as how she's done it, meaning for thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of CMOS. And we have these resource people sitting here who I'm sure that if you ask Anne to come out and teach for a couple of weeks and you provide transportation and maybe a bottle of water for her, she'd be happy to do so and teach people a lot about CMOS. And we don't tap into these resources. Anne Harvey, good morning and happy birthday to you. I understand your birthday is sometime this week? Tomorrow? Anyway, if it's tomorrow, if it's today, happy birthday today and advance birthday greetings tomorrow. Why is it that we don't tap these people, BJ? Why? What's wrong?
What's wrong is the way we organize our agriculture, Andre. This is aquaculture. And as far as I'm concerned, the revenue stream that can generate from such activities can be very huge. Given the nature of CMOS, I'm sure we can really export that thing on large scale. I have no doubt about that.
Of course.
And we can make many different products with that. So how comes we couldn't have an industry?
I take CMOS when I make things like soup, BJ. I take a hand of CMOS and just toss it in the soup.
How comes people couldn't be employed, self-employed, doing CMOS permanently? Tell me. Andrew, this is the way forward. You have to be sustainable. The man should know that, hang on, from this crop of CMOS, I will be getting $20,000 in the next month or two. And 3 months down the road, I'm going to make another $20,000. So for the year, he probably can make $100,000 out of CMOS. This can keep him going. But when you have the man with a bag of thing on the side of the road, sitting the whole day, can't even sell it. And educating your population that you should be using those things. You don't have a guaranteed market. Then you're gonna have disorganization, Andre.
And CMOS is the thing, BJ. You can do so and have guaranteed market because once stored properly, ain't nothing happening to the thing.
For a while.
It's gonna last for a while. Oh, I've just been told tomorrow is the lady's birthday. Anne Harvey, the same CMOS lady. Tomorrow's her birthday. So advance birthday greetings to you, Anne. Here's hoping that you have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. Now, we have these resource people around us, in our midst, who I'm sure be willing to do this, free of cost, because she, as I know, would have handled thousands and thousands of pounds of this thing in Union Island. Why?
We system is disorganized. We have to change it. We have to change the manner in which we do things. We are doing it in a disorganized way, not in a planned way. Every man to him own, every dog to him bone. You go with a little market, a little domestic market that always saturated with certain things. You have to look outside. You have to plan it properly. You have to guide people. You have to create the condition and the environment so those people can, be looked after while they are setting up so they wouldn't get despondent. You have to have safety net to hold them in place so in case things going bad. Andre, how hard it is to do those things? It's not difficult, We focus on too much of useless political bag of foolishness. Everything is an enemy and friend and division and whatever. Like they have some custom spell on us, We cannot get ourselves together to work properly. Every man fight down each other. Nobody want to work in unison. Nobody want to form some huge cooperative and get things going and start producing something and look for help externally. These days, man, them organization outside their business with no individual man, It's groups and organizations and community forums and things. Them people want to help. They don't business with little individual private people.
I need to speak to Troy Modeste because I was informed a couple of weeks ago that he's into
processing
the different things, but he's now gone into the CMOS where it has been grounded as a powder, so you can just add water and stir.
Andre, we should have package that. Talking about container loads, leaving our country for outside market, for external market. That's what we should be doing, bringing in foreign exchange. using our local resources to do those things, to make it sustainable for people. Government cannot provide job for everyone, you know. They cannot. So everybody who have their eyes open and looking for like a handout and things falling out from government hands, it don't really work like that. There are some people who are fortunate and they might lucky to fall in line. However, we need to ensure that the private man, the man outside there, be helped in such a way that he can create a sustainable life for him and his family.
Once you leave here this morning and you're looking for breakfast, BJ, you can go to Velma. That's in High Street there for breakfast this morning. She has ground provision, salt fish, smoked herring, coconut bakes, herbal tea. I know you'd love something like that. And for lunch, well, I know you name the grunt
Andre,
thing.
only when people think about like when you're talking about food now,
Yeah.
I just remember food, you know. I don't eat like everybody, you know.
Oh, okay. But she's got for lunch today dry pea soup with pigtail, salt beef, and pig snout. Also, if you want it meat-free, she cooked that.
Mommy grew up so hungry, only when I see food me eat. If I don't see, I don't bother.
So that's at Velma's out there in High Street. She's got local fruit juices too, friends. Dinner tonight, she's always stocked with burgers and fries. You can check out that. But again, my biggest concern remains, BJ. My biggest concern remains is how are we getting the young people into the fields? We keep talking about making it a situation whereby their hands they ain't getting dirty. That is not going to happen in Grenada. Don't try to fool people. There ain't no way that people not going to get themselves. Well, I ain't saying you're going to play up in mud like pig, but you have to understand that. I mean, even if you do, how you call it, aquaponics, you're going to get dirty at one point in time or another. So stop telling people this.
I think it's just that, Andre, those systems of production, they are unique to certain crops,
There you go.
They are specific to certain crops.
You can't put mango in that.
No, you can't grow certain crops in those things. You can't grow
yeah.
coconut in those
You
things.
can't do
And you
that,
want
right.
have a coconut field,
Yeah.
which is things I would encourage young people to get involved in. That, 5 years from now, you have a 5-acre, 10-acre coconut plant that you can constantly, have a steady income. You couldn't grow it in hydroponic system.
No. So
So
I'm saying
there are
stop
certain-
telling young people that,
It's political, it's attractive, and that's it. But in reality, it's something completely different.
You've got a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Andre. Good morning, BJ.
Morning, boss.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
My biggest problem, I'll ask that question. What we could do? What mechanism we could use to get these young people to farm? How we could do it? You will pay them $100 a day. You still won't see them. Paying them $100 a day, you still won't see them. Another thing, when I hear about this coconut fest in Grenada, I cry. I see Grenada having coconut fest and Grenada buying all the dry coconut from St. Vincent. How come Grenada having coconut fest? And let me say something here now. Under the NDC have a bad track record where agriculture is concerned. People must remember that. George Bridge and cut down all nutmeg tree in Belvedere. Right? To plant banana. This man have a bad track record. And it's only lies. If them men go and sit down, all them go and sit down together and put lies on paper and can't tell people. They may have to stop that. You know, hear all the men now using the word informative. All the men using the word, So that means the men sitting down together and plan to lie. Yeah? You have a coconut fest in Grenada. And you're buying all the coconut from St. Vincent. Grenada still buying potato from St. Vincent. Dashing, Eros, yam. Come on, man. Well, you know me, I listen to you all every day, so I do.
All right, one love.
Andre, intelligent people sometimes make really big mistakes, and they probably should sit down a lot more and think before they come up with a funny idea sometimes. This caller was just talking about the cutting down of nutmegs in Belvedere. Andre, I was the person who managed that project over there, you know.
You manage that project?
Yeah.
So
during NDC time,
So
he'll advise and say, no, you need to listen.
manage the team?
No, my job was to cut up the lands and to give farmers, and that's what I did. Andre, the point I'm making is that even you advise the guys, hang on, guys, we can interplant banana and nutmegs. You don't have to cut it down. You could thin it out. Take out some trees if you want to find some space, but you need not, get rid of the whole thing. I say, BJ, this is the project. The project was written up by so and so and so. You need to establish pure stand bananas. And I was like, guys, pure stand bananas over nutmegs. Something not so right, here. And Andre, even while I was advising the farmers to leave some nutmeg trees in the land and thin out, there was, certain directives by the board of directors. Guys, if only don't remove the nutmegs, we may have to take back the land, or we may have to come and cut it ourselves, You had some smart people like the Rock Basin and Frank and stuff. They realized, the elderly guys, and Marshall to a certain extent. Some old farmers, they realized, no, this is a funny decision, and they didn't go along with it. They kept some nutmegs in the lands, and today it's it's very beneficial to them. So sometimes you have to think about the road people trying to lead you down into, Andre. There are some people with some funny agenda, and sometimes it's political, sometimes they don't know what's going on, incompetence, all of those things, Andre. Development is a science, if you know it, it's all right. If you don't know it, you won't.
Somebody says, good morning, BJ. BJ is a great guy with experience and genuine love for the farming community. BJ, you think you'll be a minister of agriculture? Minister of agriculture, I said.
Genuine love for Grenada. That's how I am. Andre, I'm too old to think about self now. Just too old for that. I passed that stage already. Coming to the end of my life, my eyes start getting dim, and the things I would like to see happen, Andre.
Can you make some of them happen?
You need to sort of listen. You're interjecting me and distorting my thoughts. Andre, what I would like to see happen, Andre, is that we have like a sustainable agriculture sector that can generate revenue, whereby people can be proud, farmers can be proud as to what it is they're doing. They can educate their children, they can have a really, serious livelihood. They don't have to go look for a job around the corner there. Those are the things I want to see, and I'm sure it could happen, Andre. It's just the way we structured the agriculture. It's just the way we do it,
So I could ask my question now?
Yeah.
Do you think that if you become the Minister of Agriculture, you can make these things happen? Even with your eyes getting dim?
Andre, this is a long way off. This is I probably can give this thing some thought. I'm not sure with certain people. Andre, I told you a few weeks ago, in getting involved in agriculture, all right, is one thing. Getting involved in politics is another thing, You would have to work with a group of people. You would have to work with people that, may not want to do certain things. Aban, Andre, in the 60s, I'm a kind of revolutionary. This does not change. There is a certain way you want to see the world go, and you tend to think, isn't what those people are doing now is reactionary? Isn't some people trying to turn the clock of progress, Andre, backward? I'm sure this is happening in our country. You can't tell me that. And I keep telling you that, if you look under my eyes, you can see kind of swollen. I don't sleep from since they removed the 150 from the old people payment, the little stipend they used to get at the end of the month, Since the man and them interfere with that, I'm having nightmare, and not nightmare because they just removed the money, Nightmare as to the kind of people that leading us, Are you telling me you're going to be a politician and somebody taking a decision like that and I have to live in the country with them and I have to keep my mouth shut because of X, Y, and Z? Because I'm getting paid, even though I don't like it, I have to hush my mouth? And while poor people outside are starving and suffering, and then you still turn around and tell those same people, I want to organize your children in a certain way. Do you think they're going to trust you? I want to make them, give them good agricultural systems so they go and produce. You think they're going to believe in you when you're taking 150 from the parents? And you think, no, man. Those people are delusional, Andre. We have leaders and people in high places in our country that out of touch with reality. The plate always fill on a morning time and they have their lunch well covered so they don't have to worry. You understand? What's about the people outside there who don't even know what they're going by this morning? And the children go to school and they don't know what they're giving them when they come back. Huh? Tell me.
If you're listening in Baltimore, Maryland, good morning to you. I think, who's there? Cynthia Bartholomew's in Baltimore, Maryland. Usually she's on the island of Carriacou, but she's all the way in Baltimore. Good morning. Hi, Cynthia. Here's hoping that you have a wonderful day. BJ promises to have, depending when you come, whatever fruits and vegetables he has, he will have a package for you. All right, Cynthia? So you have to let us know when you're coming so we can prepare the package. You can collect it at the airport and you go up to Carriacou with it. All right, Cynthia? So let us know when you're going to be here. Whatever fruits and is that okay, BJ? I know I'd say something.
Andre, you can speak for me all the time.
I can speak for you. Good. So if I could speak for you, then I could make you my Minister of Agriculture today.
Today?
Yeah.
Why are you so bent on making me Minister of Agriculture? You seem to be bent on that for the last 3 times we met.
Nah, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because, BJ, there's somebody who spoke to it here this morning and they didn't even understand what they're doing. And it says, BJ is a great guy with experience and genuine love for the farming community. For too long, we have not had, save and except for a Roland Bowler type of guy who was into it, because he was into his sauce up and whatever planting. But I believe a doctor does not necessarily mean that person is going to be an excellent minister for health. That may not happen. But I believe genuine love and a passion for agriculture is needed in this country. And irrespective of the fact that I believe the Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Adrian Persuader Thomas, would have spent quite a number of years, maybe all his years in the public service, in agriculture. I don't see him as a person with a passion for agriculture. He's worked there. He probably would have done good things there, but it doesn't mean that he has the passion. I see the passion in you, BJ, because I interact with you, and maybe I don't see it in him because I don't interact with him. But I see it in you because I interact with you, not just one day a week, as many people believe. If I figure I want to come by your place, I come by your place and I stay on top of the hill and ball out BJ, and you'll come up and we'll sit down and we'll chat. So I know you, and I believe that can happen with you in relation to being a minister for agriculture with sound mind and genuine love for the farming community.
I don't just love farming, Andre. I love my country.
There you go.
And I love people.
There you go.
Especially the people who people consider as vulnerable and poor. I have a special likeness for those people. Hence, I don't leave St. Patrick's. Hence, I don't leave and go and live any other country. Because I love Grenada. And the point I'm making, Andre, before you serve your country, you have to love your country, And you have to love humanity. And And if you don't love humanity, Andre, you could be making ungodly decision. You could making decision that come from the pit of hell. These people and them in some people in the countries in high places don't pray on the morning. If you're praying, Andre, you're doing certain things, you don't doing it. If you say, God, something, help me to carry myself wisely today. Keep me safe and sound. And if you walk out your door, Andre, and you do that every day, you're doing certain things, How you gonna watch a man what blind? Him can't even see properly. He try solve him country all him life. And he reaching him 60s or 70s. And he barely can walk now. And you turn around and you say, something? Let's remove that man name from that list. Because he's a NNP or he's a NDC or whatever bag of damn foolishness. And you're saying he's a leader? And you're saying that people should really, Andre, not just vote for you, We're not talking about certain things. Sometimes I have to catch myself and say, BG on the radio station, Some bad word me want to cause, That's the truth, Certain things you just...
Pause, let's take this call.
Let's take a break. You should take a break.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I come back again.
Yes.
Andre,
Yeah.
I don't want BJ to be no minister of agriculture. Be your cause of some people, your cause people. Because
See, the man know,
because you want to see the thing right.
The man know.
Of course, because you go in the bureaucracy as thing. When you say you want that man, some other man GM inside, you cause people. The leader go fire you.
That's what I'm afraid.
Mr. Man, you just stay there. Do you farming? Do you farming? Let people love you. Do you farming?
One love, Bridget. One love.
Yeah, bless her.
Good bless.
You see? We have defenders,
Yeah, defenders are the faith right there.
Exactly.
But I understand exactly what you're saying, BJ. I understand exactly what you're saying. However, I'm gonna ask you this big thing. You know where we are at right now in relation to agriculture. You know what we have been through in relation to agriculture. Tell us, BJ, where would you like to see us and how are we going to get there in relation to agriculture?
First, what I would like to see, Andre, is we have a national farm plan, a national one. The government will have to execute the plan, but they have to design the policies that ensure that this plan is implementable. That's the first thing. All right? They have to work. I would like to see governments, I don't even just saying government, I would like to see the authorities work closer with farmers. Generally, when a man sitting in office with a few technocrats and decide to come up with a plan, generally it's not applicable, because he never consult with the people who have to actually do the plan. All right? Let me give you an example. We have Gambler Estate. All right? We have Montreal. Mm-hmm. We have another one in Grenville. All of which are, really great plots of lands. Few hundred acres well. Are you telling me, Andre, we couldn't choose three crops? Three crops. I'm talking about three specific crops. All right? Find $3 million. All right? And have a capable manager with all these extension officers that you have and technical support that you have within the ministry, with you owning the propagation plants that we have in Grenada, the propagation stations. Are you telling me that you can't really produce the plants and plant up those estates? For example, you decide Gambler, you're good for maybe nutmegs or cocoa or whatever, I don't know. I'm saying that we can come up with a crop. And you plant up those things, so you have like 400 or 300 acres of nutmegs in Granbra. Couldn't you team up with the Grenada Nutmeg Association and do it? Couldn't you say Montreal Estate, you're not making much of a sense based on what you're doing there. But give me your location, I'm sure you can do coconuts, dwarf coconuts. Can't you plant up 200 acres of coconut there? Couldn't you set up a bottling plant there to bottle the coconut water and have it frozen and put it in a refrigerated truck and get it down to St. George's End and sell it at an affordable price? Couldn't you find coconut water in the store, well, seal and stuff like that in the supermarket, and go and pick up one and go home with it? Andre, those are the things that we need to do so you have a sustainable industry, you have sustainable industries going within your country. You have marketing board, you would have to restructure it and structure it properly to ensure that it function based on national interests. Those kind of things. But when you want to take your little partner and your little friend and put them on board and people who have no sense and a bag of foolishness, Andre, what do you expect? Friend and company doesn't work out properly. Is it that you do it as a business in a sustainable way or you forget it? Or is you going to be wasting money? And that's how we seem to be doing in Grenada, you know. With state funds, we seem to be wasting it, you know. Because we see something on the internet or we see something in a country where we visit and we think it's applicable here and we jump into it without, thinking about it properly, without educating your people along that line, and then we think it can happen. It's not just like that. Life is a practical process, you know. You can dream if you want to and continue dreaming.
Well, when I said, and I spoke about you and Minister for Agriculture, you do so and you blast me. And now I ask you a question, I trick you and ask you a question, and you answer the question as if
I'm the minister.
You're the minister.
Oh, well, tell you what. Andre, you postulator, Honorable Adrian Thomas, I'm a really great friend. Roland Bola, me like a brother. All right? Minister Lett, from St. David's, like a father. Yolam Bain is my auntie. Peter David. Nobody closer to him than me.
You work for Judge Brizan.
Judge Brizan. How I should put it? They are like, Judge Brizan is like my brother. And Andre, you know something? Every single minister name I call there of agriculture are sold planting material to them. Planting plants or banana plants or some other thing. So not like they don't involve in the thing by themselves. All right? Andre, there is a difference, all right, in trying to develop your country, all right, agriculturally. There is a difference in that, all right, than you, all right, little agenda that you may have. You ever forget self, all right? Self is, you may like this stuff, you know. I'm sure Peter David like agriculture. Whether or not he may have the ability, the know-how, all right, the discipline, all right, the knowledge, Andre, to develop this sector is a different thing. He may be a popular person. People may like him. Judge Brizan, he may like agriculture. He may be an economist. Whether or not he understand how the developmental process takes place is a different thing altogether. Andre, you can like something, yeah. A man can like to drive, you know. Whether he can drive is a different thing, yeah.
BJ, have a good morning. Take care, said my brother.
Have a great day. Good morning to the listening public again.
Friends, good morning, goodbye. God bless you. Take care.
Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. We supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks